Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm reviewing one of the newest releases from ASUS, the ROG Strix Scope II 96. Now, ASUS is no stranger to producing some of the best gaming peripherals, and this keyboard is no exception. In today's video, we'll take an in-depth look at the design, performance, features, and of course, how it performs in gaming. Also, the link to this keyboard will be included in the video description below. Alright, now first up, let's talk about the design and build quality of this keyboard. If you have used any of the ROG series keyboards before, you will know that ASUS doesn't skimp on the premium feel, and the Scope II 96 is no different. Right out of the box, you get a solid, sturdy build that instantly tells you this is a keyboard meant for serious gamers. The frame is constructed from aluminum, which gives it that premium, solid feel. There's no flexing or wobbling when you press the keys, and the overall weight of the keyboard just feels right. Not too light that it slides around, but not so heavy that it feels cumbersome either. The build quality here is rock solid, and it feels like it's built to last. Now let's talk about the 96% layout. For those of you unfamiliar with this format, the 96% layout is essentially a reduced version of a full-size keyboard. You still get the essential keys like the number pad, function keys, and the arrow keys, but the layout is more compact and it removes the extra space between the main key cluster and the number pad. This makes it ideal for those who want a little more desk space without sacrificing functionality. I have to say this layout is extremely functional. The number pad and function keys are all within easy reach, and the rest of the keys are comfortably spaced out. You get the best of both worlds, a compact keyboard that doesn't compromise on usability. The keycaps are made of double-shot ABS plastic, so you get great durability and a feel that doesn't wear out quickly. The legends on the keycaps are crisp and clear, and while ABS plastic isn't as durable as PBT, it does a good job here. Speaking of durability, this keyboard has IP56 water and dust resistance, which is a feature that's usually reserved for higher-end models. This gives you peace of mind knowing that if you spill something on the keyboard or get some dust or dirt on it, it won't ruin your day. It's generally built to withstand the wear and tear of daily use, especially if you're gaming on the go or in a less than ideal environment. Finally, the RGB lighting on this keyboard is absolutely stunning. You got per key RGB backlighting and it looks amazing when lit up. It's bright, vibrant, and customizable via ASUS Armory Crate software, which we will get to in a bit. Whether you are looking for subtle lighting or something flashy to match your gaming rig, the RGB effects on this keyboard won't disappoint. Next up, let's talk about the key switches and the typing experience. The ROG Strix Scope II 96 comes with ROG RX optical mechanical switches, and these switches are definitely a highlight of this keyboard. They offer lightning-fast actuation with linear, smooth key presses. The ROG RX switches are available in red and brown versions, depending on whether you prefer a smooth, clickless experience or a little more tactile feedback. For this review, I have been using the ROG RX red switches, which are perfect for gaming. They provide that instant feedback with no tactile bump, allowing you to register key presses quickly and efficiently. If you are into fast-paced games like Apex Legends, Valorant, or Overwatch, these switches will serve you well. They are incredibly responsive, and the linear actuation ensures that you won't miss a key press during crucial moments in a game. The keycaps have a soft touch coating, and this adds a bit of comfort while typing. The texture is smooth but not too slippery, which is great for long gaming sessions. You won't find your fingers sliding off the keys when you get into the heat of battle. The keycaps also provide a nice sound that isn't overly loud, which is perfect if you are gaming in a shared space. One thing to note is that the actuation point of the ROG RX red switches is set at 1 mm, which is incredibly fast. This is one of the reasons why the Scope II 96 is great for gaming. Those ultra-fast key presses are registered with very little effort. Whether you are typing or gaming, the response time on this keyboard is top-notch and is generally one of the most responsive keyboards I have tested in this price range. Now, if you prefer a bit of tactile feedback, you might want to go for the brown switches, which offer a slight bump when actuated. The feel of the brown switches is still smooth, but you will get more tactile confirmation that the key has been pressed. It's a personal preference, but both switch options are excellent for gaming and typing alike. The typing experience is really comfortable, especially with the 96% layout. You get the full number pad and extra keys, but in a more compact form, so your hands won't feel stretched out. I also found that the key spacing is just right, it's not too cramped, and you can type quickly without feeling like you are hitting the wrong keys. By the way, prices on this keyboard update almost weekly with sales and other general price drops, so if you want to find the most updated information on this keyboard, simply check out the video description and you will find the latest prices. And of course, if you find this video helpful, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Now let's get into the performance side of things, which is what matters most when it comes to gaming keyboards. As I mentioned before, the ROG RX optical mechanical switches are incredibly fast and responsive, which is a huge plus in competitive gaming. The N-key rollover and anti-ghosting features ensure that no matter how many keys you press at once, every input is registered correctly. This is especially important in fast-paced games where you are constantly pressing multiple keys simultaneously, like when building in Fortnite or starving in Call of Duty. I have tested the ROG Strix Scope II 96 in a variety of games, and I have to say it performs like a dream. The linear switches make it easy to perform rapid key presses without any hesitation, and the 1mm actuation point allows for incredibly quick reactions. Whether I am executing complex combos in Mortal Kombat or navigating through intense MMO raids, this keyboard feels incredibly responsive. Another feature that stands out in the gaming performance is the dedicated media controls. You have buttons for volume control, play and pause, and even a gaming mode to disable the Windows key and prevent accidental interruptions during gameplay. These media controls are easily accessible and add to the overall gaming experience. Speaking of gaming modes, the Scope II 96 also supports on-the-fly macro recording, which is perfect for creating custom key combinations for specific games. If you are a hardcore gamer who needs to execute complex commands quickly, the macro recording feature is a lifesaver. The RGB lighting is not just for show, it also syncs with your games. You can set up custom lighting effects that react to in-game actions. For example, when your health gets low in a game, the keyboard lighting can turn red, or when you land a kill in a shooter, the lights can pulse. This adds an extra level of immersion to your gaming experience. Overall, in terms of gaming experience, the ASUS ROG Strix Scope II 96 is an absolute beast. The responsive switches, anti-ghosting, customizable macros, and RGB sync make it perfect for competitive gamers who need every edge they can get. Now let's move on to the software, the Armoury Crate software from ASUS. If you have used ASUS peripherals before, you'll be familiar with this software, and it's one of the best customization suites out there. Armoury Crate allows you to control everything from key remapping to RGB lighting effects, macros, and more. One of the best parts of the Armoury Crate is how easy it is to use. The interface is clean and all of your options are organized in a way that makes sense. You can create multiple profiles for different games or applications and quickly switch between them. It also gives you access to the RGB lighting customization, where you can create custom lighting profiles, choose from preset effects, or even sync the lighting with other ASUS ROG devices. The macro programming is also seamless. You can assign a macro to any key on the keyboard, and the software lets you record complex key sequences with ease. This is particularly useful for MMO players who need to perform a series of actions with just one key press. So to wrap it up, the ASUS ROG Strix Scope II 96 is an outstanding keyboard that strikes the perfect balance between performance, build quality, and customization. Whether you are a casual gamer or a competitive player, this keyboard is a fantastic option that will serve you well in all scenarios. If you want a gaming keyboard that doesn't compromise on features and looks great in your setup, the Strix Scope II 96 is definitely worth considering. So guys, let me know in the comments, are you planning to pick up this keyboard or you will stick with what you already have? So guys, that's it for this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if this video was helpful, and make sure to check out the description for links to find the most up-to-date pricing on this keyboard. See you in the next one.